It was raining quite heavily, so the snow is melting. The dog is doing what he's supposed to do. I'm going up the hill, so I'm catching my breath. Everything is wet. I wanted to make a short video on Victorinox small knife, but if I won't find any birch bark, I will not be able to make fire in these wet conditions. So let's search for birch bark. Here is birch bark, but it's still alive, the tree, so I pity it to harvest. Let's search some more, which is already fallen down and dead. Search for birch bark. Dino, search, search. Everything is wet and no track of birch bark, which already fell down. I don't want to destroy my Victorinox with some more difficult task, like processing fat wood. I found some resin which could be usable, but I don't have any plastic bag and I don't want to get my hands really dirty. I'm not in survival mode. So I will leave it for now here. Hi guys, so this is Victorinox Classic SD. It has a small blade, which is the most frequently used tool for me. Then it has scissors. It's probably the second most used tool. I have this one for quite a long time, and this is the most used knife as it's on my keychain almost all the time with me. Then it has a nail file. Mostly I never use this. Maybe sometimes I sharpened a little bit this part, and I'm using it for scraping. Otherwise I have never used it. Then it has this here, tweezers. Actually I have never used it. Toothpick, which could be useful, but I don't have big holes between the teeth, so I'm not using it actually. What else? You could use this part here at the top as a screwdriver. It has a small keyring, which for me is a must because it's on a keychain. And that's it for all the functions. It's very well made, high quality, stainless steel. It's not rusting. I have I think for 5 years, and it was in wet conditions. It was next to the sea for maybe 2 years, where the salty air is corroding almost anything, but I had no problems with it. The size is also good for most of the airplanes, so you're not looking like a terrorist with a big knife. They mostly will let you through to take it, if not with yourself, then into the baggage, down into the airplane. It's quite small. It has just 9 millimeters. It weighs 21 grams. There is one smaller, but I think it doesn't have the scissors, which I would be missing. So it's not the smallest Victorinox. There is one smaller, but I find the scissors useful when you want to cut something nicely. You could sometimes use the knife, but yeah, for some materials, when you don't want to scratch what is underneath the material you want to cut, the scissors work better